Hello students, we are on division Angiospermae in plant kingdom and we had completed the introductory part and the differences between monocots and dicots in the last lecture. In this lecture we are going to look at the life cycle of angiosperms, wherein we will see how one angiospermic sporophyte produces the next angiospermic sporophyte. The main plant body in angiosperms is the sporophyte with true roots, true leaves and true stem. Flower is the main reproductive organ. A flower can be defined as a compressed shoot with nodes at quick succession. Each node bears floral appendages, which are actually leaves, because the leaf always emerges out from the node of the stem, not from any random place. So if a leaf emerges out from a node of a stem, and if these floral appendages are leaves, that means that the flower is a compressed shoot with nodes at quick succession. At every node, it will bear a whorl of the leaves. So this is a flower. So this is the compressed shoot. It is called as the thalamus, also known as receptacle. So this is the one that will bear the nodes in quick succession. From outside to inside, there are 4 different types of leaves. The outermost leaves are called as sepals. The ones inside are called as petals. The ones inside them are called the stamens, and the one most inside is known as the pistil or carpel. These are their common names. Now the thing is, the sepals or the petals, these floral appendages are not present singly, no? They are present in a whorl all around that node, isn't it? So if the individual member is called as the sepal, the whorl, the entire whorl is called as the calyx. Whorl is known as calyx. Next, if the individual members are called as petals, the whorl is called as corolla. Next, if the individual members are called as stamens, the whorl of the stamens is called as the androecium. If the individual member is called as the pistil or the carpel, the whorl is called as the gynoecium. And as such, there are 4 different whorls of the flower: calyx, corolla, androecium and the gynoecium. Now out of these 4 different whorls, these 2 whorls are said to be essential whorls, essential for reproduction, and these 2 whorls are called as the non-essential whorls. Non-essential whorls since they are not essential for reproduction purpose. Now the function of each of this whorl you must be aware of. The calyx is involved in protecting the flower in its bud state. Second, corolla is meant for attracting the pollinators. They are fragrant and filled with nectaries. Next, androecium. It comprises of the stamens, also called as the microsporophylls. Their job is to produce the microspores / pollen grain. Next, the gynoecium. The gynoecium is made of the pistil, also called as the megasporophyll, that will house inside it the ovule. How is this megasporophyll different from the megasporophyll of the gymnosperms? The megasporophyll could produce the ovule but could not cover it with a wall in order to protect it. In the angiosperms, it has ensured that the ovule is completely covered on the outside with the ovary wall, alright, keeping the ovule inside intact. The task of this microsporophyll and megasporophyll is to produce the male and the female gametophytes respectively, the microspores and the megaspores. And in this life cycle, then we will see how the microspores and megaspores then will produce the sporophyte again, the new sporophyte. This is the ovule. Do you know the different parts of the pistil? This part is called stigma. This is style. This part is the ovary, which is housing the ovule inside it, and it is inverted as you can see. Anatropous ovule. So we will now have a closer look at the essential whorls, the androecium and the gynoecium, and study them in more detail. Okay, I'm looking at the androecium right now. Individual members are called as stamens. The stamens are also known as microsporophylls. This is how the stamen is. It has 2 parts on it. This part, upper part, is called as the anther. Lower part is called as the filament. Next, if I cut open this anther, okay, it has been cut open like this. And as you can see, there are 2 different lobes here. This is the first lobe and this is the second lobe. A typical stamen is said to be bilobed. Okay, over here also you can see it has 2 lobes on it. So similar types of lobes were also present in the microsporophyll of the gymnosperms. If you remember, a typical stamen is said to be bilobed structure. Also inside each of these lobes, you see that there are 2 chambers, isn't it? These 2 chambers are called as pollen chambers, also called as pollen sacs, also called as microsporangia, sporangium singular, bags containing microspores. That's why a typical stamen is called as bilobed and tetrasporangiate structure. Bilobed, tetrasporangiate. These microsporangia inside them will have presence of microspore mother cells. Each microspore mother cell is a 2N cell. It will undergo the process of meiosis and produce 4 microspores, also called as pollen grains. 4 microspores for 1 microspore mother cell. So if this chamber has 100 microspore mother cells, what will be the total number of microspores produced by this entire stamen? If this one chamber is filled with 100 microspore mother cells, okay, the number of microspores that will be produced in this particular chamber will be 100 into 4 is equal to 400 microspores, isn't it? But 400 microspores will be present in this particular chamber. My question is, how many will be produced in the entire stamen? If 100 are present in this, 100 will be present in this as well, more or less. Okay, 100 in this as well, 100 in this as well. So total 400 multiplied by 4. So total 1600 microspores will be produced in the entire stamen. It was one of the PYQ. This microsporophyll has successfully produced the microspores. These microspores are the first cells of the male gametophyte. Next we look at what happens in the megasporophyll.